Welcome to Chemistry Fundamentals. We have been dealing with the representation of concentration of solution. As we have already done that what is a solution? So we said solution is a mixture of solute and solvent. Next, we have done what is meant by concentration. So we have done by concentration, it means the ratio of solute is to solvent or ratio of solute is to solution. The ratio of solute is to solvent or ratio of solute is to solution is termed as concentration. How concentration can be represented? There are various ways through which concentration of any given solution could be represented, and these method of representation are: number one, the mass percentage calculation. The next one is molarity of solution. The next one is molality of solution. The next one is normality of solution. So today's topic is the calculation of molarity of solution. Molarity of solution. So let us discuss what is meant by molarity. What is molarity? So it is a kind of representation of concentration. So what is molarity? So we say number of moles of solute. Number of moles of solute present in 1000 ml of solution is termed as molarity of solution. Number of moles of solute present in 1000 ml of solution is termed as molarity of the solution. I said, what is concentration? So concentration is either ratio of solute is to solvent or solute is to solution. So what is molarity? So molarity is ratio of solute is to solution. Molarity is ratio of solute is to solution. It is ratio of solute is to solution. Now further we say that if 1 mole of any solute is present in 1000 ml of solution, such solution is termed as 1 molar solution. If it is 1 mole per 1000 ml, if it is 2 mole per 1000 ml of solution, it is termed as 2 molar solution. If it is 3 mole of solute in 1000 ml of solution, it is 3 molar solution, and so on. Now how molarity is expressed? How we can express the molarity? Now molarity, which is represented by M, is equal to WB upon MB into 1000 upon VA. It is WB upon MB into 1000 upon VA. So molarity is expressed by M, which is WB upon MB into 1000 upon VA. What is WB? It is weight of solute taken. It is the weight of solute. What is MB? It is molecular weight of solute. And what is VA? It is volume of solution. It is volume of solution. So it is WB upon MB into 1000 upon VA, which is format to calculate the molarity of the solution. Now since we know that W upon M, what is W? Weight of solute. What is M? It is molecular weight. So since W upon M is termed as mole, N, W upon M is equal to N, that is mole. Therefore WB upon MB is equal to NB, which is mole of solute. So what is WB? It is weight of solute taken. What is MB? It is molecular weight of solute taken, which is equal to NB, which is mole of solute. So since WB upon MB is equal to NB, WB upon MB is equal to NB, hence we can write the molarity may also be expressed as, molarity M could be written as NB upon VA into 1000. NB upon VA into 1000. WB upon MB is equal to NB. WB upon MB is equal to NB, Therefore, molarity M is equal to NB upon VA into 1000. Now further, if volume of solution VA is 1000 ml, that is 1 liter. If volume of solution VA is 1000 ml, that is 1 liter, then molarity may also be expressed as NB upon VA. If volume of solution VA is 1000 ml, that is 1 liter, then molarity may also be expressed as NB upon VA. So if NB upon VA is given to us, it means molarity. So N upon V is molarity. N upon V, what is N? It is mole of solute. Therefore, we have written B. VA is volume of solution. So NB upon VA or simply N upon V is called as molarity. Now what is N? It is mole of solute. What is VA? It is volume of solution. So what is molarity? So we say molarity is moles by volume. Molarity is mole by volume. Molarity is mole by volume. Now we know that moles are expressed in grams. Volume is expressed in ml. So it is grams per ml. It is grams per ml. Molarity is grams per ml. Molarity is grams per ml. Grams per ml. Now gram is the unit of weight. Gram is the unit of weight. ml is the unit of volume. Therefore, molarity is weight by volume expression. Molarity is weight by volume expression. It is weight by volume expression. Weight by volume. Therefore, we express molarity by writing W by V. Molarity is expressed by writing W by V. W is the weight of solute, which is represented as the mole of solute in fact, and V is volume of the solution. So wherever it is written N upon V, it means molarity, or if it is written W by V, then also it is molarity. So molarity could be expressed by writing N upon V, or it may be expressed by writing W by V, that is weight by volume. So this is the fundamental on the basis of which the molarity of any solution is expressed and calculated. So just to highlight, let us deal with a numerical. Let us deal with a numerical. Suppose if before that let us discuss the unit of molarity. Now before we start with the numerical, let us deal with the unit of molarity. Now remember that molarity of any solution is expressed as mole per liter or molar. The molarity is expressed as molar. 1 molar solution, 2 molar solution. So molar is the unit of molarity. So molarity is expressed as molar, or it is expressed as moles per liter. It is expressed as molar or moles per liter. So unit of molarity is molar or moles per liter. Let us deal with an example for calculation of molarity. Now if question is given to us that if 20 grams of NaCl is present in 200 ml of solution, if 20 grams of NaCl is present in 200 ml of solution, what would be molarity of the solution? So let us solve it. What is weight of solute? We know weight of solute is Wb, which is 20 in this case. 20 grams NaCl. The weight of solute, which is NaCl, 20 grams given. Now what is molecular weight of solute? The molecular weight of solute, molecular weight of NaCl is 58.5. It is 58.5. It is 58.5. The weight of NaCl is 58.5. 58.5. So weight of solute is 20. The molecular weight of solute, that is NaCl, is 58.5. Therefore, what about the molarity? The molarity is equal to weight of solute, which is 20 as given in the question. 58.5 is molecular weight of NaCl. As we know, sodium is 23 plus chlorine is 35.5, making it 58.5 into 1000, which is part of the formula, upon 200, which is volume of the solution. The volume of the solution is given in the question. So it is 20 the weight of solute upon 58.5 which is molecular weight of solute into 1000 upon 200 which is volume of the solution, and it comes to be 100 upon 58.5. It will give you the answer. Very important, whenever you write the answer, it is important to write the unit of the question. It is important to write the unit. So unit is very important. If you are expressing any numerical without writing the unit, then the deduction of marks may be there. Therefore, make it sure that whenever you express any numerical, the unit is very important. You express the unit properly. Let us take one more example to explain the concept of molarity. The concept of molarity. So we discuss the concept of molarity by taking one more example. Now suppose if question goes, the question given 60 ml of 30% KCl solution, 60 ml of 30% KCl solution by volume is diluted to 300 ml by adding extra water. Find out molarity of the resulting solution. We are dealing with one more numerical based on molarity. Just to make the concept clear, let us discuss with one more numerical. So the numerical goes 60 ml of 30% KCl solution by volume is diluted to 300 ml by adding extra water. Find out molarity of the resulting solution. Now this question begins with, so remember this question begins with the calculation of mass percentage. So we have to start with the calculation of mass percentage first. The calculation of mass percentage. So let's begin through calculation of mass percentage. Now solution is 30% by volume. This solution is 30% by volume. So 30% by volume means 30 grams KCl in 100 ml of solution, because it is given by volume. So it is 30 grams KCl in 100 ml of solution. It 30 gram KCl in 100 ml of solution. In 100 ml of solution. So let's begin. So we say that since 100 ml of solution contains 30 grams KCl, since the 100 ml of solution contains 30 grams of KCl, therefore 1 ml of solution will contain 30 by 100 grams of KCl. Therefore 60 ml solution which has been given to us will contain 30 by 100 into 60 grams of KCl, which is equal to 18 grams. So what we have done? In the previous question, we were given the weight of solute. In the previous question, the 20 grams of NaCl was given. Over here, we have calculated the weight of solute. So let again repeat it. It has been given that solution is 30% by volume. So what we have done? Then since 100 ml of solution contain 30 gram of KCl, therefore 1 will contain 30 by 100. Therefore 60 ml will contain 30 by 100 into 60 gram of HCl, that is 18. So this will give you the weight of KCl. It will give you the weight of KCl. The weight of KCl in this is 18 grams. Now let's begin. So what is WB? So WB is weight of solute. It is the weight of solute, that is weight of KCl, which we have calculated. The 18 grams we have calculated. 18 grams of KCl. The weight of solute, which is WB, 18 grams, we have calculated in this numerical. Then MB is molecular weight of solute, which is KCl. It is 74.5. Molecular weight is 74.5 grams per mole or AMU. And volume of the solution, so we have said that 60 ml of 30% solution is being diluted to 300 ml by adding extra water, means volume of the solution has been given to us and it is 300 ml. The volume of solution is 300 ml. The volume of solution is 300. So we have calculated. Formula goes since WB upon MB into 1000 upon VA, what is value of MB? So value of MB is The value of MB is, the value of MB is 18. The value of MB is 18. The value of MB is 18. Now, what is the molecular weight of solute? The molecular weight of solute is, the solute is KCl. The solute is KCl. The solute is KCl and its molecular weight is 74.5. So 18 is the weight of solute taken. 74.5 is molecular weight of solute. 1000 upon the final volume of the solution is 300. So on calculation it becomes 60 by 74.5. Solve it. 60 upon 74.5 will give you the molarity of the solution whose unit would be molar or moles per liter. It would either be, the unit would be molar or moles per liter. Molar or moles per liter. So this is how we calculate the molarity of any given solution. The molarity of any given solution. Now there is one more formula on the basis of which we can calculate the molarity. Now this is yet another concept. So the next one is formula to calculate the resulting molarity of the solution. The formula to calculate the resulting molarity. So if we want to calculate resulting molarity of any solution, the formula need to be utilized is M1V1 is equal to M2V2. The formula is M1V1 is equal to M2V2. So what is M1? It is initial molarity. What is V1? It is initial volume. What is M2? It is final molarity. What is V2? It is the final volume. So using this, the formula M1V1 is equal to M2V2. M1V1 is equal to M2V2. M1V1 are the initial values. M2V2 are the final value. We can calculate the molarity of the solution. We can calculate the molarity of the solution. So let us discuss a numerical based on this. Let us discuss a numerical based on this resulting molarity formula. Suppose question goes, question is 60 ml of 0.8 molar sodium nitrate solution is present in a volumetric flask. Question goes that 60 ml of 0.8 molar sodium nitrate solution is present in a volumetric flask of volume 200 ml. If volume of the solution is raised up to the mark by adding extra water, then find out the molarity of the resulting solution. Now this question need to be solved. Question goes कि 60 ml of 0.8 molar sodium nitrate solution is present in a volumetric flask of volume 200 ml. If volume of the solution is raised up to the mark means 200 ml, by adding extra water, find out the molarity of the resulting solution or the resultant molarity. The formula is M1V1 is equal to M2V2. M1V1 is equal to M2V2. So what is value of M1? So the initial molarity given to us is 0.8 molar. The initial molarity given is 0.8 molar. The initial volume given to us is 60 ml. The final molarity, which is M2, need to be calculated, and the final volume of the solution is 200 ml. So initial molarity is 8, initial volume is 60, the final molarity to be calculated, and the final volume is 200. If these values are kept over here, so if we keep it, it would be M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. The value of M1 is 0.8, value of V1 is 60, M2 is to be calculated, and V2 is 200. On this basis we can calculate the molarity. So it is 0.8 into 60 upon 200 will give you the resulting molarity of the solution. Now how resulting molarity would be expressed? So again, resulting molarity would be expressed by writing, molar S unit or moles per liter. Now there is yet another formula on the basis of which we can calculate the molarity of the solution. Now this is the formula to calculate the molarity of mixture. Another is formula to calculate molarity of mixture. How we can calculate the molarity of the mixture? So formula is कि molarity of mixture is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2 upon v1 plus v2. What is m1? Molarity of the mixture is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2 upon v1 plus v2. What is m1? It is molarity of solution 1. What is v1? It is volume of solution 1. What is m2? It is molarity of solution 2. What is v2? It is volume of solution 2. And what is v1 plus v2? So v1 plus v2 is termed as sum of the volume or the final volume. So sometime final volume is given to us. If final volume for the solution is given, then we'll keep that volume, or otherwise the sum of the two volume would be termed as the final volume. If final volume is not given, then sum of the volume would be the final volume. So the formula would be molarity of mixture is m1 v1 plus m2 v2 upon v1 plus v2 gives you molarity of the mixture. Gives you the molarity of the mixture. Let us deal with a question. Suppose if question is given to us 100 ml of 0.6 molar HCl solution. 100 ml of 0.6 molar HCl solution is present in a beaker. 100 ml 0.6 molar HCl solution is present in a beaker. If 200 ml of 0.8 molar another HCl solution is added, then what would be the resulting molarity? So we have two solutions. One solution is of HCl, another is also of HCl solution. We are keeping two solutions same, either two acid or two bases. If we react with acid and base, then there would be reaction. So we are taking two mixture of two acids, mixture of two bases, mixture of two solutions of same kind. So 100 ml of 0.6 molar HCl solution is one, into which we have added 200 ml of 0.8 molar HCl solution. So there are two solutions mixed together. One is 100 ml of 0.6 molar and other is 200 ml of 0.8 molar, and we require to calculate the resultant molarity. So resultant molarity is, m1 into v1 plus m2 into v2 upon v1 plus v2. So value of m1 is 0.6. The molarity of solution 1 is 0.6 into volume of solution 1 is 100 plus 0.8 is volume of solution 2 into 200 is volume of solution 2. Molarity of 1 into volume of 1 plus molarity of second into volume of second upon this volume of sum of the volume of 2. It is 100 of one, 200 of the other, sum of the two will give you the resultant molarity. So this is how we can calculate the resultant molarity of a solution if two solutions are mixed together. So this is how we can calculate molarity. So direct molarity calculation could be there. Number one, first the molarity calculation when the weight of the solute is directly given to you. The first numerical we did in this topic. Second, it could be with respect to mass percentage. If mass percentage calculation is included along with the molarity. So instead of the mass of solute directly given as I gave you in question number 1 in this topic, you may be given that weight in terms of mass percentage. So second possibility is that you are given the weight in terms of mass percentage. Next is, it could be the resultant molarity. The resultant molarity using the formula m1v1 is equal to m2v2. So it is m1v1 is equal to m2v2 is the third case. The next case of calculation of molarity. So it is the final case over here. It is the calculation of molarity of the mixture. Using formula m1v1 plus m2v2 upon v1 plus v2. So I hope that you may have followed this topic properly. So if you like this topic what I have explained, so please subscribe to this YouTube channel, which is Chemistry Fundamental by Dr. Rajiv Oberoi. Please like and subscribe this YouTube channel. Thank you.